Hey guys, welcome back to Time Drops and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G-Shock GST-B400, an incredibly popular model from G-Shock's G-Steel family, a series that offers serious bang for its buck. So much so that if you're looking to bag yourself a metal G-Shock, this range might just be the best option pound for pound. Stay tuned as we'll be running through all of the reasons why, taking a look at its history and how it originally came about, its price, design and functionality, and by the end of this video, let's see if you agree. Before we get started, if you are new here, welcome once again. It would be awesome if you could hit the subscribe button and join our amazing community, and then sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. So the G-Steel collection was first introduced in 2015 with the launch of the GST-S100 and the GST-S110 models, designed to combine the toughness of a G-Shock with the luxury style of a metal timepiece. Since then, and thanks to their popularity, G-Shock have continued to release newer iterations with innovations to make the watch a whole lot more compact every time, with each new model series being slimmer in profile and weighing less as time's gone on, all achieved without compromising its unmistakable G-Shock DNA. And in 2021, these bad boys came to town, the GST-B400s, which again turned out to be a massive hit. For rather obvious reasons when you look at it, this thing's a beast. And with so many iterations being added since their launch, you're certainly not short of options. But this one in particular really struck a chord with me, the striking green GST-B400 CD-1A3. Let's get into it. Kicking things off with its price. This model has a retail price of $430 in the US, 59,400 yen in Japan, and in the UK £379. Which, while of course is a significant price for any timepiece, as you run through everything this watch has to offer, it starts to convince you it's worth every penny. The GST B400 CD-1A3 has so many layers to it, quite literally. At first glance, you're hit with its multi-dimensional 316L stainless steel casing, constructed in multiple tiers to create a real depth. None more noticeable than of course its eye-catching green bezel at the top. And as you can see, its bottom half or underside is exposed to show off its fantastic carbon core guard, an infamous shock-resistant material G-Shock first utilised back in 2019. That is also very lightweight. And this has become somewhat synonymous with many of their analog/digital models ever since. Its durability is enhanced some more with the help of its mineral glass and stainless steel case back. Essentially, this watch is incredibly robust and will be able to go pretty much anywhere you do. Each of the surfaces are cut and crafted in such a way to catch the eye from multiple angles, all boasting either brushed, polished or mirrored finishes, which really adds to the luxury feel and look. But its exposed screws, especially those at 3 and 9 o'clock, along with its overall rugged look, remind you that this is very much a G-Shock. As I've alluded to already, what sets this watch apart for me from other GST B400s is its beautiful green on the bezel. Ion plating is utilised to achieve this, a technique well known within the watch and jewellery industries as a way to apply hard wearing and durable finish to products, and of course a big old splash of colour. Now, just like we saw in its outer casing, this bezel also changes hue depending on angle of view. I would describe this very much as a forest green as it resides, but with a bit of movement, it very quickly switches into a greenish blue, almost teal colour, which, luckily, I also like very much. And another example of images online not being able to give a timepiece the justice it deserves. Sounds dramatic? Probably is. But you get the picture. This case seamlessly transitions into its band thanks to the continuation of brushed finishes, along with the way in which the links are cut, which gradually reduce in size as they near its one-touch 3-folding clasp that features micro adjustments to give you that extra bit of precision when resizing your timepiece. This band can also easily be swapped out thanks to its quick-release double-side levers. Zooming into its dial, we see a combination of green, grey, white and silver accents all sat upon its dark grey surface. Negative digital display windows continue this dark themed background at 3 and 6 o'clock. The former will display the seconds by default and is particularly useful when using the stopwatch function, while the latter will show you the time, day and date, as well as a graphical representation of the watch's many functions. The automotive inspired subdial at 9 o'clock features a battery level indicator to let you know if you need to get out in the sunshine, as well as an indication of the current function being utilised. As you navigate between the watch's many modes by using the 4 buttons on the outside, the green line on the subdial will follow you, all incredibly useful to have on display at quick glance. Nice and bright hands and indices make this one's analog form great from a legibility perspective. Enhanced some more thanks to the hands having lume applied to glow when the light gets low. Now in terms of dimensions, the GST-B400 is 46.6mm in length, 49.6mm in width and 12.9mm thick, weighing 160 grams as it arrives, but 145 grams when resized for my wrist and removing 4 links. Now, of course, we have to consider we're talking G-Shocks here, but just as is intended with the G-Steel, these measurements all combine to become very compact and comfortable on the wrist. I mentioned earlier that this series gets slimmer and lighter with time, and in fact the newer GST-B500 released in 2022 with a closer resemblance to a Casio with its one LCD display in the bottom right goes even further. While being the same in length at 46.6, it's 0.7mm narrower at 48.9 and 0.1 slimmer at 12.8. And most significantly, weighing 16 grams lighter at approximately 144 grams out the box. So G-Shock continue the trend, and while I'm a big fan of this new model, aesthetically I'm still all for the GST-B400. So let's see what it's got under the hood. As we've kind of already seen, this watch is packed full of impressive features, which includes 200 meters of water resistance, making it suitable for swimming, snorkeling, diving, etc., whatever you're up to in the water. It also features a stopwatch, world time, an alarm, a countdown timer, as well as a rather impressive double LED backlight, which, as the name suggests, lights up both the digital and analog displays on the watch. The GST-B400 also benefits from Bluetooth connectivity to not only sync time with your phone, wherever you may be, but also offers a whole lot more usability when partnering up with the G-Shock connected app. This offers you the opportunity to set all of the previously mentioned functions from your phone rather than your wrist, as well as give you a quick guide on how to use the watch. Another key feature to note from the mobile pairing is time and place, which records the time and location points in the form of longitude and latitude coordinates with the press of the search button, and then displays the log data on a map in the smartphone's app. So we've got a whole lot going on in terms of functionality, and thankfully the GST-B400 is powered by G-Shock's tough solar power system, charged by both real and artificial light sources, meaning that despite all this great list of features, the battery life will not be compromised. As for the particulars, the watch should remain charged for up to 7 months without further exposure to light, or up to 18 months with power saving enabled. But with regular day-to-day use, this watch will continue to top itself up and remain ready to go whenever and wherever you are. This really is a fantastic all-rounder. With such great looks and an awesome feature list to back it up, the G-Shock GST-B400 is an excellent choice for anyone looking for a tough yet luxurious companion. As in fairness, so many of these metal G-Shocks are, which is why they prove so incredibly popular. And you've got quite a few to choose from, right? Such as the AWM500, the GMW B500, or even more recently, the GMB 2100. But, and this is a massive but, those models have a retail price of $500 to $600, whereas, as we've seen, these G-Steels offer the same range of functionality and are around 20 to 40% cheaper, so you're quids in with these. Which is why I think this series is so difficult to beat when it comes to metal Gs. And I can't recommend this model in particular enough. The green on the bezel seriously pops, and the accents on the dial only accentuate that even more. So if you're looking to grab your next timepiece, I definitely recommend considering one of these. And with all that being said, that just about wraps this one up, guys. If you're interested in checking out any of the other watches mentioned in this video, rather conveniently, I've got videos of those too. So why not go to the channel and check those out? And I'd love to know what you guys think. Comment down below your thoughts of the G-Shock GST-B400 or the G-Steel series in general. And if you've got one, let everyone know your experience below. And lastly, if you liked this video, please hit the like button because that really helps, and hit the subscribe button for loads more reviews and unboxings of some of your favourite watch releases. Thanks so much again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.